A few minutes early. I understand that and I know that. We are leaving for Cabo tomorrow, so today is very, very, very busy. And so I need every extra 10 minutes I can get. It's where we're at. Being honest and transparent. How is that for the win? So, first things first. If you guys don't know who I am, no big deal. My name is Martha Krejci. I'm a business growth expert. My business is going to end poverty in the world. Okay. The way that we're doing that is we are empowering families and we are teaching families how to be able to grow businesses from home that have very high profit margins. Okay. So by 2026, we will have already taught 1 million homes, families, how to be able to create high profit margin businesses from home. That is how we are going to end poverty. Does it sound like a big deal? Yeah. Is it a big deal? Sure. Are we going to do it? 100%, right? So that is who I am, what I stand for, all of the things. Okay, you guys? If you are watching on the YouTubes, you're going to want to click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you're watching somewhere else, you're going to want to, at the end of this video, if you like what I'm talking about, you're going to want to go over to YouTube, search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when new videos come on, because I forgot to find a name again. Tomorrow in Cabo, I'm going to announce the name of the winner for last week, because every single week we pick one person that is both subscribed to the YouTube channel and has commented on YouTube videos. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel and commenting on the YouTube videos. One person wins every single week. That's all you have to do, okay, you guys? And last thing, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a premiere video, and it is, and we do this every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week it is how to start a business without needing a lot of money. How's that sound? How to start a business without needing a lot of money, okay? That premieres on Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Typically, I'm going to be there in the comments with you, hanging out and chatting and all of the things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to this time because I'm going to be in Cabo, so who knows? But I am going to be going in there and checking in on you guys afterwards. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and I would love to answer for you, okay, you guys? So let me get rid of that, and let's move into today. Lynn, good morning. Missy, good. And I imagine morning is coming later. There it is. Good morning, Amanda, good morning. Heather, hey, pretty lady. Hey. Michelle, oh, hi. Morning blessings, sunshine. Good morning to you. Carrie, power yellow on a Wednesday. I'm glad you're my sunshine. Oh, shucks. You guys are the best. Misty, good morning, Martha. Good morning to you. Deborah, good morning, Miss Martha. Well, hello. Andrew, Rocket Boosters. Andrea, good morning. Love the yellow. Well, thank you, you guys. Leslie, good morning. Martha, good morning to you. Patty, good morning. Fabulous yellow, so beautiful. Thank you. You guys like all the colors, and I love it. Ruki, Martha, hello, good morning. Yellow looks pretty on you. Aw, shucks, you guys are great. Martina, yes, I am blessed to be a part of this. We are doing this. Amen. There it is. That's what's going. That's what's going on. Amanda, I saw some yellow blouses yesterday and wanted to get one because you shine so bright in that bright color. I love yellow. Love yellow. Have I told you guys before it was my dad's favorite color? Hey, good morning, Megan. It was my dad's favorite color. So that's why it's one of my brand colors. Because of my dad. Because of my dad. Christina, I have a knit yellow throw blanket that's nice and snuggly and being wrapped up in, like you're hugged by the sun. Oh, I love it. I love that. Well, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. How's that sound? So far this week, we've had some truths being told, some cold fish smacking in the face truths being told, right? And I love you guys so much, which is the reason that I say that stuff to you, because we always need to be in a position of growth. And we need to be in a position that where we're able to hear stuff like that, take it in, tumble it around, see what it means to us, and then take action on it, right? That's how our lives really change. That's how we live lives that we're not in control of because we know who's really in control, right? But lives that we are intentional about. lives that we're living on purpose, not lives that are just like kind of happening to us, but lives that we're choosing, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now that whenever you're living a life of choice, when you're living a life that you have chosen, there's nothing better on the planet. There's just simply not. It's when you're living a life that you have not chosen, but that feels like it was chosen for you by society or by whatever, right? By the media, by this like grand narrative in the world, where you feel like other people are kind of making these choices for you. That's a life where you feel, that's where you start to get into feeling worthless and having depression and anxiety and malaise and melancholy and just not feeling your true self, because you feel like you're kind of like in this straitjacket where you can't do what you want because you're stuck in this other narrative of what's being expected of you. Right? I call it a suit of expectations. It's like we put on this suit of expectations where this person expects this from us and this person expects this from us and da 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 da. And those expectations were so chaotically put on us that we weren't at our best when those expectations were, just kind of follow me here. We weren't living our best life and we weren't at our best when people put these expectations on us, but then we hang on to them as though they're our definition, as though they define us. And so if we're not living our best life and somebody puts an expectation on us, it looks something like this. She's moody. She's sassy. She's kind of sarcastic. She's a little bit mean. She's lazy, right? I think people could have at one point in my life said that I was lazy because I didn't want to do what I was doing. And so really, what is lazy? Let's look at that just really quick, and then we'll get into what I said I was going to talk about. But what is lazy? Lazy is uninspired, right? Burnt out is lack of direction. If somebody's inspired and has direction, you're not going to get burnout. Think about that for a second. Being burnt out is simply a lack of direction and a lack of focus. Because you get burnt out when you try to do all the things and you're like, bah, I can't do it all, right? Burnt out. If you had focus and direction, I bet you wouldn't get there because you would be inspired to move forward. Inspiration and burnout don't exist in the same space. Okay? So imagine that. Imagine that laziness is really just being uninspired. And laziness isn't a character trait of people. It's just where they're at. It's just the energy that they sit in at that point in time. So I just challenge you to think about the people that you see in your own life, and maybe it's you, right? And maybe you thought of them as one kind of way, but now maybe you can look back at it and you can realize like, maybe they just need to be inspired. Maybe they're not lazy at all. I don't really think people default to lazy. I think people, let's think about it. Whenever we're little kids, we have these big dreams and we want to do this stuff, and you go, 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 go all day long, right? Like you just go and you do things and you dream and you love and you all of this stuff. And then you get a little bit older, and then people start to tell you what you are. And at first, maybe you don't believe it. You're like, they're wrong. And then you keep going. And then more people tell you what you are. You develop this suit of expectations. This is who I am. This is who I am. This is who I am. Because you're allowing people, or you allowed because you were a kid and it's not your fault, okay? Those people were irresponsible with their language. But understand this, that those people started defining who you are. They started defining how you were going to show up in the world. They started defining your future. Okay? And then that became this suit of expectations. And I say suit of expectations because you can also take it off. It's not like you gotta, it's like just decide you're no longer gonna wear it, put your arms back and let it just fall off. And then just be who you are unapologetically. This is what people said, and that's fine. I'm sure they meant well, send them in love. It's great. I'm sure they meant well. I'm sure they were just trying to protect me. However, I don't need that. Get the suit of expectations off, what everybody said that you were, these things that keep going around in your head. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Let it go. Let it fall right off like it's got a silk lining and all it wants to do is fall right off your arms. Let it fall off and be everything that you actually are. And don't even worry about anybody else thinking anything. Well, what are they going to think if I just show up as this brand new person? They're going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think that I'm nuts. Like, who does she think that she is to be able to show up as this positive person and da-da-da-da-da? Who gives a rip? That's in here. It's your suit trying to hang on, but your suit's off. Okay? Just show up as the new and different person. Show up as exactly precisely who you are. Okay, you guys? I'm not sure why I did that tangent. I imagine somebody needed to hear that because it has nothing, it's not in my topic today. So there's that. I love you guys. And that is probably half of our video is what I'm gonna, more than half. All right, so now let me get to the actual topic today. Hi, I'm Martha, and that happens often actually. So how to motivate yourself after a setback. I guess it is related. So how to motivate yourself after a setback, okay, you guys? The very first thing that we need to do is whenever we've had a setback or whenever something has happened in our world and we're like, what? Right? And this is not toxic positivity. Toxic positivity cracks me up. But anyway, what this is what we have to do is we have to look for the positives in the situation. We're not saying that there aren't things that we wish wouldn't have happened. I'm not saying that. I'm saying let's focus on what was good in the situation. Let's focus on the good part of it. Because the truth is this goes into another one of them. The truth is this, is that when we focus on what good came out of the situation, the path is going to be lit up for the next situation because everything is a stair step. Okay. We do this in order to be able to do that, in order to be able to do that, in order to be able to do that. So whenever this ends, you know, you got this coming. But if you're not looking at the positives in the situation that just felt like a kick in the teeth, then you don't have the path to this. And it's not going to show up as easily. Does that make sense? It's not going to be illuminated as quickly if you're sitting there like, oh, this happened and, licking your wounds and sad. And I'm not saying not to mourn things. I think there's a place for that. But I don't think that it needs to be sat in and wallowed in. Because the truth of the matter is we only have so much time here. And the longer that we sit and we wallow in despair, as good as it feels to just sit and be upset, some people think it feels good. We really need to move on because that's wasted time. And time is the one thing you can never, ever get back. So don't waste it. Stop wasting your time. Okay? That's anything else you can get back. Money you can get back. Anything else you can get back. Time you can't get back. So while you're sitting there wallowing and being upset, another day goes by. And another day goes by. And opportunities live in those days. And another day goes by. Opportunities. Another day goes by, opportunities, while you're just sitting here upset. Whereas you could have been upset for 20 minutes, right? And then turned and said, okay, so let me write down a list of things that worked out in that. Let me write down the best parts of the thing that just happened, right? What did I learn? So that goes to my second point, find your lessons. What did I learn in this? So I think it was Thomas Edison that said, I never failed once. I just learned 10,000 ways how not to do something or how something doesn't work, right? So if anything, it's just a tally of, okay, here's a way that doesn't work. That would be with me in business, right? So I spent years in business trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing without loss of enthusiasm, continuing to move from challenge to challenge to challenge to challenge. And then finally, I got it, right? And that's what HBR is. In case you guys are like, what's HBR? That's what HBR is. That's where I teach you how to do it, okay? Without having the long, drawn out learning curve, right? So you guys don't have to spend years trying to figure this stuff out. I teach you how to do it in a way, how to be able to grow high profit margin businesses from home in ways that you don't have an ad budget. It feels good to your soul. You're not salesy, sleazy, and weird. It's all perfect. You wake up in the morning inspired. You wake up happy to serve, you guys. Let me go ahead and put this thing up here just so you can have it. It's half off for like the next week, okay? So that's it. Make sure you get in. What you're going to do is you're going to message my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me the words case study, rainbows and unicorns, Cabo, whatever you want to message me. I'll give you the details of the program. I would get in now. The e-commerce site's going to be ready here very, very soon. And there's also something else. I talked to my team this morning. There are 2 other massive things coming down the pipelines that nobody even knows about. So just saying, there's a thing. So we need to learn the lessons. So that's what I did, is I learned my lessons as I went. Did I ever sit there and lick my wounds? No, because ain't nobody got time for that, right? I saw that it didn't work, and then I turned, and then I tried a different way, and then I turned and I tried a different way. And if that didn't work, then I turned and tried a different way. I just kept trying different things. And then finally it was like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. Boom. And that's where I hit. And I'm very, very confident that the only reason that I found success was so I could teach you how to find success. I'm certain of that. I'm certain of my calling, and I'm certain of my mission here on the planet. We are going to end poverty. And the way we're going to do that is because what I have learned myself that I now teach you, period. Okay. Number 3, you think of your next step. And I kind of talked about this already. So how to motivate yourself after a setback is you find the positives in the situation. You find your lessons, okay? So you don't have to repeat the lesson over again. And then you think of your next step. So you try to get it illuminated. I pray for it. I pray, I'm like, God, make it so I can't not see it, right? Because I am flighty and I am sometimes chaotic. And so I can be very like, this is cool, right? But for God, God knows me, right? He knows you. He knows us all very, very well. And so I say, God, listen, you know who I am. You know my personality. You know that I'm flighty. I need you to make this so easy for me to see that I can't not see it. I need for it to be right here front and center. Martha, do this thing. And God responds, right? We got to be able to talk. We got to be able to communicate with our Creator, you guys. Let's not expect things to just happen. Let's have a relationship. Let's have a relationship with God, guys. It's so absolutely important in what we do, and especially why we're here. Okay? What questions do you guys have? What time is it? 19:30? Boom! I did so good. I did so good. Lori, yes, please. So clear. I cannot miss it. That's it. Exactly. Michelle, yes. Amen. Lord, help me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jennifer, pivot till you get it. I love it. Jill, always giving us so much value. HBR has paid for itself over and over and over again. So grateful I jumped in when I did last year. Carrie, ain't nobody got time for that. You guys, HBR has so many resources. It's like I've said before, I don't tell people to say this stuff. They're saying this stuff because they not only want to win themselves, but our mission is for the entire planet. We're not here competing against each other. We're here helping each other. And so they're telling you, you need to be in here too. They don't care if what you do is the same thing as what they do. There's not very, I mean, there's so many different types of businesses in there, but we're not in a state of competition. We're in a state of collaboration, and we're in a state of helping each other because our mission is big. Our mission is ending poverty. Because what poverty does, whenever we end poverty, you guys, so many things are subsets of just ending poverty. We put families back together again. There's so many amazing things that happen just simply because people have opportunity. Everyone deserves opportunity. Everyone on the planet does. So when you see people saying jump into HBR, they're not saying it for their own benefit. They're saying it for yours. You need to understand that. This is your future family talking to you right now. I have to get out of here because I have to go pick up dry cleaning and all sorts of stuff. But I love you guys. I will see you later. Bye-bye.